natural regeneration. But again, is that the right process? I mean, are those trees going to be adapted to the climate 30 years from now, based on what we know from modeling? There are some suggestions that it isn't. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. If you do, if you don't.
Well, I think you can probably, you can look at the risks around that, and then what the costs are of dealing with it, and because you've got further responsibilities and issues with, the acceptability of natural regeneration that have to be dealt with. But I mean, the only way you can deal with that, in my view, is you simply we have to do a better job of long-term monitoring. There has to be some sort of process in place that actually gives you information on a regular basis about how these either plantations or natural regeneration are performing. It's the only way we're going to see if there's any kind of trend.
Well, I agree totally, and we're pushing for that for years, because we've been running off stocking standards that were developed 30, 40 years ago, and once they're out of our hands, we have no idea how they're performing, and I couldn't agree more.
Well, and Guy, I think the thing I find most frightening is, our timber supply models are based on a lot of empirical information, and they're based on the past, all those yield curves, and it's kind of frightening when you start, even at this point, forecasting forward, because you've got in the bank a whole bunch of young stands, and what trajectory they're on versus what they actually will be on, based on changing conditions. There's a lot of assumptions and